Rush1n Rascals. Ugh. Yes, welcome one, welcome all, ladies and gentlemen, subs and grubs, and all you molders goats in between. My name is Jack Cypher, and today on Rush1n Rascals, we have the Chrysler K Tomahawk. Now, why are we doing a review on this? Well, this tank just recently came into the store for a whopping 5,200 gold. Now, for the price tag, ladies and gentlefolk, that I paid for this tank, that is an amazing deal. I think I paid $40 to get this tank, I think the second time when it came out. And it is, like I said in my last video, my apologies, this was my first ever premium, and I think it's honestly worth it. A lot of YouTubers, they kind of give this thing some salt, but I think it's a joy to play. I think it's a blast. Now, before I give you some live gameplay and what I think about the tank, let's just go over some statistics. Now, the gun in terms of damage, it's not amazing. The gun handling, there's two things that make this tank lovable by many people, and that is the speed and the gun handling. That's why people really love it. Now, we're only sitting at 1,969 damage per minute, and that is not anything amazing at all. Reload is 9.45 seconds, but still, it does the job. It does the job. If you utilize your armor to work the tank and work your angles, it gets the job done. Pen, it's pretty average. You're not looking at anything amazing. High explosive is not good at all. Average damage with your AP is 310. Armor APCR is 260. High explosive is 400. So all pretty average. Now your degrees of depression, I don't know how much it is over the front of the tank. I think it's like 7 degrees. But over the side of the tank is 10 degrees. So you can actually side scrape this thing and get out 3 extra degrees of gun depression. That is, if I'm saying it right. But for our engine, we're looking at a weight of 60, I think that's tons. But we have an engine power of 170. So chance of fire is only 20%, so that's actually half decent. Top speed, though, is 40 kilometers per hour. 16, not amazing, but the 40 kilometers per hour, that gets it pretty good. Average speed, 35, of course. Power to weight ratio, 19.5. That's actually pretty good. 44.48 for the whole turn rate is actually really good. This thing turns really fast. So I run 70-20-10 for my loadout, and for my equipment slots, I run calibrated, enhanced gun laying, and vertical stabilizer, improved modules, improved assembly, enhanced tracks, improved optics, an engine accelerator, and of course high-end consumables. Generally, these two last ones, you really don't need to worry about them, but I got all the slots with the tank when I purchased it, so I really don't care. And of course, I got the Tomahawk and this cool little, I think it's called Vanguard. I got the cool little thing with it. So I think it looks amazing, and this is the consumable setup I run with every single tank. A lot of people disagree with me, but for the price that it comes at, this is a good tank. I really enjoy it. Now, it's all, of course, your opinion. It's my opinion. So now, let's get into some gameplay and see if we can actually do some damage in it. And so, this thing struggles at tier 9. I will say that if you're running against, say, an E75 or a ST1, you're going to struggle because this thing, it does not have the armor against the tier 9 heavies. And the tier 9 heavies have the armor and the gun to pretty much just rip you apart. So there's a lot of places this thing will struggle, but I think because of how much this is a user preference tank, I think this is, just on paper, an okay tank. I don't think it's anything special. Yeah, I think that's really all you can say about it when it's on paper. Alright, the waffle is with me. Bro, why are you copying me? That's just me. We don't have anyone spotted up right now, and I really don't want to get hit by all of their guys at once. So, a couple things that you can do with the armor. Alright, and boop. couple things you can do with the armor is you can pull out like a normal heavy, and then you can bounce some shots like I am right now, or you can side scrape, of course. And so I'm gonna see if I can hit that. Yeah. Alright, he just fired. No, we got a track shot. That's okay. So T-44, can I hit you? Please, 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 please. Boop. Yep, got him. Alright, I think we want to clear this Yag Tiger. He's diving, so there's not going to be any way we're going to get any more shots on him for the time being. And that AMX 5120 is going to be going down over there, I'm thinking, soon. So I actually don't want to stick around over here. Can we help clear this T-44? No, we cannot. He just pulled out. And I'm going to tag him. And so, talking about that speed. The speed is lovely because you can relocate your tank so often and so quickly. Just look at that. We're going about 40 right now. Yeah, oh my gosh. Jack's nubbing. Alright. So, one of the biggest problems is we've got that giant lower plate. And so, can I boop you? Yes, I can. And so, I'm going to be trying to pull around. Don't you pen me? Yeah, you pen me. Where did you pen me? Yep, you see you got that gaping hole in the lower plate. And, yep, you're out. So the size of the lower plate is a very big downside to this thing, and it causes many problems when one is trying to side scrape, because if one over angles just slightly, then one gets wrecked. Now I think we can HE this guy. I want to clear you as fast as I can. Now let's pop some adrenaline, and I think I can HE this guy right up the backside. Yes, we can. Right there, lovely fire. And all we have to do is just, our team has to clear this guy. And so it's a pretty solid game. Nothing huge in terms of damage. I got that final ram kill. And so you can see that it's got a pretty solid game. It's 2K. That's nothing amazing. Still got the Confederate and, of course, that lovely kamikaze medal. But, yeah, it's... I mean, I'm not the best of players either. So, oh yeah, provisions, I run improved speed, and then I got that cola. I really don't care about credits, so that's what I run in it. So we're going to play one more game because we got a good game earlier. But we're going to play one more game and see if we can do well. And, of course, if we can't, we might run one more game. I don't know. Depends on how much time it takes up. But I think I bounce a lot of... shells in this thing, and I can't really honestly tell you if that has to do with the people that are shooting at me or if that has to do with just the armor profile. Now I will say, alright, it looks like we're going the other way. I will say another one fun thing to do with this tank is like, say if you kill an AMX 1375, I think that's the tier 8, and you use its dead body and you push it around as a cover for that big frontal plate you got right there. It actually works. As weird as it sounds, it works hilarious. Now, the second downside to this tank is that cupola on the top. That will cause you problems a lot, and I find myself trying to side scrape on the left side many times because that cupola causes so many problems. Now, alright, I am spotted. I really, really don't want to get lit up, and I kind of just want to see what their team does, because sometimes their team will just camp back there. Sometimes my team will camp back there. Alright, so we're taking shots from over there, so we are spotted. So, what is our team doing? Our team is pushing back through our spawn, so I don't think we're spotted anymore, so I think we can go back through their spawn and our spawn and not get lit up. But we want to clear that Type 62 because what he does is the presence of the tank puts pressure on your guys to make stupid decisions. That's literally how it works. So if you can isolate the one guy and clear him, and I'm really hoping I don't get lit up by their guys, but if you can isolate the one guy and clear him, then you can actually put pressure back on their team. And, oh my gosh, I'm on PC and I'm not aiming, of course. And we just got thwacked for our life. That was not good at all. We got out of there. Fire. I apologize if I do anything stupid like that right there. Hey, at least it's live. You know I'm not perfect, right? You can just look at the back of my tank peppered with bullet holes from the darn guys shooting me in the back. So I'm actually going to call for help because can we fight a T-43 on our own? Yes, we can. Do I want to get isolated by him and then bring in his teammates? Absolutely not. So we actually have the Drac here. And so I'm going to pop adrenaline and I'm going to see if we can light this guy up. I really don't want to get hit by that Tiger over there. And so, oh, there's an ISU over there as well, so that makes sense. We're just kind of going to wiggle around. We got auto aim loaded, so shouldn't be a problem if this Drac tags him. Thank you. Great job, Drac. And so now we're kind of in a sticky situation because we got the Tiger up there, which I don't want to really poke for. I don't think we're spotted. Yeah, no. Not worth it. Bounce this, baby. Bounce this. I think we bounced that on the front of our tank. So now we're in a sticky situation because that Tiger P is looking for us. That Ferdinand, as you can see, is right there. But we also know we have an ISU over to our right who can just one-shot us with HE. So we have to be especially careful when we're doing this right here. And I can't get any spots in. The Tiger P is moved behind the rock. I still... yeah, I just don't know. Put in the comments below what you think Jack should do. You already know by the time you probably type in the comments, but hey, it's the thought that counts, I'm sure of it. So the back of the turret, as you can see, that little triangle of area, that little area of triangle, however you want to say it, I can't English and you know it. It's got less armor than the front of the turret. The front of the turret you're never going to penetrate unless, say, you're probably running an ISU 152. And that, in which case, is an absolute beast. Alright, we spotted the ISU. And so the turret, you're pretty solid on. You're not going to be worrying about getting penned in the turret. Now, what you do want to worry about is if you, like, say, tanks like the T-34, you can go hold down and it'll work for you. This tank, if you go hold down, alright, GG's all around. If you go hold down, hee can't touch this. I really didn't care about that last shot. I was trying to actually type something, so who cares? So, again, not an amazing game, but solid. That game, it actually kind of showed you what we can do for speed-wise because we had to relocate pretty quickly. Generally, with, say, an IS-5, you really don't want to locate to the back of the map, like, say, in your spawn, when you already get to the side of the map where you think you're going to be engaging people. So, the Chrysler K, that's what it's amazing for, is you can relocate, and then you got that snippy little gun that'll just kick their backsides. But, yeah, definitely this giant rear, you can be HE'd by several people. With the bigger guns, and of course this bottom lower plate. And one of the other weaknesses I forgot to mention was you can be penned right through the drive wheel. So it's a good tank, but it has its downsides. So I think instead of a YouTuber telling you yes, go buy this, or no, don't go buy this, I'm saying it's user preference. So I'm not going to tell you whether to spend your money on this. I'm not going to tell you whether you shouldn't spend your money on this. I'm just saying if you think from what you saw from me was cool or good enough to change your mind, I'd definitely say get this. Now, if you don't think that was good enough, go watch some replays, some OP masteries from somewhere else. I'm sure you'll get some pretty cool stuff. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. The more reviews for us, the better for us, and the better for you, because we're at 115 subscribers, I think, and that's actually doing pretty good. You guys we're going up. 2 subscribers per video, I think it is. No, I mean, that's nothing huge, but hey, it's something. Well, one and all, ladies and gentlemen, subs, grubs, and all you Moses goats in between. My name is Jack Cypher, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.